such a good day today. Hey, yo, no! Aunt Jemima!
Welcome to Mode Mixture! Hello, welcome to class. We're so excited to have you that you're voluntarily here.
My professor's
And
the best.
yet
He
again,
always kidnaps me.
Mode Mixture. Very tiny here, because why not? Today we're talking about Mode Mixture, which is basically the concept of borrowing chords. Just how I borrowed one of my best friends for this project.
I love it.
So, when we have the concept of borrowing chords, basically it's built off of the concept of borrowing chords is built off the parallel relationship between a major key and a minor key of the same like root, if you will. So here we have an example of E major and its parallel key E minor, and this really works. You can borrow a chord from the parallel key because each chord has lines up the one through 7 lines up with the same root notes. So for example, if I was to borrow the 4 minor, if I'm in the key of E major and I decide that I want to play the 4 minor, I can borrow the 4 minor and it works well tonally because it's still got the same root. So that has implications for TSDT. So for TSDT, when you have all of these chords, say we have little brackets here, we don't really need another T. You still have the 1 chord here, and then you'd have the 4, 2, and the 6, and then the 3, 5, and the 7 in the dominant, for the dominant chords, and technically also the 6 and the, I believe it is the 7 over here. These still work tonally the same. So if I'm gonna play the 4 minor instead of the 4 major, it is still a sub-dominant chord. So then I can still go to, say, the 5 major, which would be A in the key of E, and it would still work the same way tonally with it being a tonic, subdominant, or a dominant chord. So
this is making so much sense.
It's making so much sense.
Yeah.
Awesome. So here we're playing the "You Are Good," the pre-chorus of "You Are Good." Take a close attention to the C chord and the D chord. People from every nation and tongue, from generation to generation, we worship you, God, not you. And so basically, we're going to take us over to the world of Nashville numbers. So, if you were listening astutely, you'd notice that it went 4, and then it went to a 5, and then it went 6 and 7, and in the chorus it goes to the 1. So we have this big build-up, but all of it sounded major. But we're in the major key, so technically the 6 would have been a minor and the 7 would have been diminished. But we borrowed the 6 flat and the 6/7, which have a major triad quality in the minor key. So that's just a little bit summary of kind of what mode mixture is. You're really just borrowing from the major and the minor keys. You're okay. I promise you are good.
There we go. Aunt Jemima, put it on your pancakes.
And your face.
Just drink it straight
Not
up like
your
water.
face. Ah, my leg hurts.
It's sticky.
In terms of application of mode mixture for songwriting, it's a very good and interesting tool to spice up your sounds. So, for example, the walk up from the 4 to the 1 in "You Are Good" adds a very unique and very memorable pre-chorus that almost anybody anywhere that is in the Christian sphere will recognize. So it's a very powerful and potent tool when used correctly to make some memorable music.